I Once Loved the Wrong Girl by Adrian Hagen. My entire life has been a stereotypical frenzy. As a child, I went to exceptionally good schools, I had a few crushes, got average grades, and nothing ever really went wrong. I would often sneak out and get into some nefarious acts with my drunk friends, and I didn't even mind if we got caught. I was sick of my predictable life, so I wanted to add some spice to apprehend the cycle. After a few punishments, I would always round back to square one somehow. After countless empty and monotonous years, it all changed, with the blink of an eye. I wish I could take back my former life now, but I am trapped in a hellacious animation. I'm writing this to warn you about the manipulative infestation called love. I once was in love. Not a simple middle school crush, but a profound interest in a prepossessing girl. Her name was Serenity. When I would walk by her, I would swelter more than the mystical sunset of my heart. I wanted nothing more than to be around her every single day. And on one unsuspecting morning, she looked at me. However, I saw everything but her enchantress eyes I once knew. I was mortified of what I saw. I wasn't in the right of mind, so I froze. I looked back at her, and I saw she wore hatred in her mind. I was horror-stricken. I can't explain what I saw in her eyes. It was too much for me. A tear ran down my cheek, and as I looked down, I felt something caress me. I was petrified of what may be lurking half a foot in front of me. A million thoughts were stabbing in my mind like a raging fire inside my conscience. It was eating at the back of my neck like termites in weeping walls. The perturbation of the situation gave me enough courage to look up at my foe. I wish I didn't. There she was, standing with a smile I can only explain as inhuman. Her eyes were wide open, more than I ever thought possible. She was a demonic angel with one simple goal. Take what was mine. Take what I needed the most. Take what I wanted. Take my life. She was horrific in every way. She was like an animal hunting down its meek prey. My mind spun like a screw. She had a counterfeit face, and it wasn't ours. I could tell the skin was peeling off like a sticker on wet cement. I saw flesh on the other side. Oh, it wasn't human flesh. Oh, no. It was a black, oozing substance that was staring back at me. Its so-called face was falling off more, and the eerie smile turned into a disturbing frown. This would be it. I would be gutted like a fish. It gripped my stomach, and the nails dug in. The nails were longer than the stringy fingers that lay beneath. The skin of the being began stripping down like a corpse in a flood. The pain I felt was inconceivable. I managed to pull out the nails that were dug so deep in my flesh. The hand ripped out of my body, taking everything it had grabbed inside. I took one last stare, and I saw a 10-foot-tall creature staring down at me. It turned and walked off. Then it went black. The machination of the being was never dug up. I was addled when I opened my eyes and I was back in my room. Was it a dream? I thought to myself. I had an unsettling feeling that my perception wasn't off. I began to introspect myself due to worry of my own sanity. It took some time for me to get out of my delusion, but I was able to pull myself together for a short spurt of time. That was till I spotted a malicious face staring back at me through my window. They had a stretched out pale head with a large grin. The teeth inflict an eerie sensation that would make an adult man weep in trepidation. I stumbled back in a hurry to get out of there. Who are you? Get away from my home, or I swear to God I'll grab my largest knife and gut you like a snake's skin. He didn't move. His grin became even larger and even more queer. He lifted his arm slow to give me a glimpse of some hair. A million thoughts went through my spinning head. Before I could run and never come back to this now forbidden home of mine, he finished the picture. It was Serenity's limp body. She was redder than the snow on a cold winter's evening. She had dead gray eyes that seemed to follow me. I noticed a small smile form on her demented face. I took another step back. The man lifted up her sadistic body. I yelped in fright. The lower half of her body had been ripped off like a baby's tongue. I ran to my living room to get to my door, and hanging where my door was, I saw Serenity's legs. I wept silently while looking for another way out. I looked back at the window, where the man was standing, and he was gone. I rapidly opened the window, and then I heard a crunching come from behind me. I turned around. Serenity was sitting upright while making a giggling noise. Her jaw snapped off her flesh. I saw things moving inside of her, and from multiple sides at once, long legs came out of her. They looked like a crab's cracked shell, but in a demonic color. It was a gradient of red and black. She screamed and charged to me. She seemed to have eggs coming out of her chest, spitting out bugs like a volcano. Her skin began bubbling more and more as she chased me out the window. I heard a loud pout come from behind me. A wet, black substance washed up on my back. I looked behind me, and I saw Serenity. "I love you," she spoke.